Top 10 Best DC Animated Movies. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more videos and top 10 everything, subscribe to the channel. 10. Batman: Assault on Arkham. Not really a Batman movie, although it takes place in the continuity of the Arkham Asylum computer games. Assault on Arkham is actually a Suicide Squad movie, and a far better one than the live-action version we got a few years back. For those not in the know, Suicide Squad is basically the Dirty Dozen with DC villains. 9. Teen Titans: The Judas Contract. Splitting the difference between the joyfully juvenile Teen Titans Go! And the moody Sturm und Drang of the live-action Titans, which ironically seems more childish than the cartoon, this one is an adaptation and updating of the classic 1983 comic storyline by Marv, Wolfman and George Perze. The Titans, Robin, Blue Beetle, Raven, Al, are betrayed by one of their own to the villainous mercenary Deathstroke, the great Miguel Ferrer, in what was to be his last role. 8. Batman: Gotham by Gaslight. Truly, if you can't enjoy Batman fighting Jack the Ripper, you can't enjoy life. This adaptation of the Elseworlds graphic novel by Brian Augustin and Mike Mignola, Hellboy, posits Batman, Bruce Greenwood, emerging in 19th century Gotham City, where a recently immigrated serial killer is slaughtering prostitutes by the bushel. 7. Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. The Flash, Justin Chambers, finds himself in a very dark alternate timeline. Aquaman and his Atlanteans have sunk continental Europe, Wonder Woman and her Amazons have conquered Britain, Superman doesn't exist, and Bruce Wayne is dead. His father Thomas has taken on the mantle of Batman, while his mother, driven insane by her son's death, is the Joker. 6. Wonder Woman. 7 years before Gal Gadot played the Amazon princess in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Kerry Russell voiced her in this sterling origin tale, whose plot fairly closely maps onto what we eventually got under the direction of Patty Jenkins in 2017. After pilot Steve Trevor, Nathan Fillion, crash lands on the mythical island of the Themyscyra and discovers a race of wise warrior women, their Princess Diana wins the right to escort him back to man's world. For more exciting videos, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 5. Batman: The DarkAll-Star Superman 2011, Knight Returns 2012-2013. This massive two-parter is not up to the genre-bending standards of its source material, but that's because Frank Miller's comic is one of the best of all time. Years after the Batman disappeared, a new wave of violent crime brings the vigilante, Peter Weller, out of retirement, but the world is a much darker place now and has no room for a loose cannon like the Dark Knight. 4. All-Star Superman 2011. The late Dwayne McDuffie adapts the first-rate limited series by writer Grant Morrison and artist Frank Quitely, giving us a Superman story that reminds us why he's the world's greatest superhero. After his cells are supercharged by solar radiation, Superman, Jamie Denton, is dying. 3. Green Lantern: First Flight 2009. Yes, the 2011 live-action Green Lantern movie starring Ryan Reynolds was, well, dreadful, made all the more so knowing that it was presaged by this note-perfect animated origin story. Test pilot Hal Jordan, Christopher Meloni, is recruited to the ranks of the titular intergalactic space cops in time to contend with traitor Sinestro, Victor Garber, in a truly epic, universe-spanning sci-fi that displays all the scope and imagination the live version lacked. 2. Justice League: The New Frontier 2009. A gorgeous recreation of the late Darwin Cook's 2004 miniseries, this is another Green Lantern. David Boreanaz, origin of sorts, the difference being it's set in the early 60s, when the Silver Age superhero Renaissance was kicking off, and puts its characters in that historical and cultural context. 1. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm 1993. This is the pinnacle. Not just the best film on the list, but one of the best Batman films of all time. melding the sleek, dark deco style of the animated series to a story with depth, pathos, grandeur, and a new spin on the overly familiar Birth of the Bat storyline. This is Harry for Top 10 Everything. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.